really enjoyed when we got to work with the Makey Makeys, because I had heard of them before and I had an opportunity to kind of play with them, but I was very hesitant. Like, I'm not sure how to do this very well. But having the opportunity to just play and interact in the different methods and the different kind of like very simple modalities all the way to very complex things, I was like, hey, I think I got this, and I was able to play and just find ways to make it easier for myself. I didn't feel like I had to be an expert. It was mostly about having that opportunity to figure it out, and also like interacting with some of the peers in the group and how we helped each other out in this. So I think that was probably my best experience.
Loved the adult workshop series. I think that the EdExchange and the education team did a great job putting that on. I just started my on-site workshop with my students yesterday, and seeing the excitement on their faces, not even being able to wait for instructions and explanations before diving into shadow puppets and their ideas flying out of their brains and onto stages and projectors and paper, and it was amazing to see them jump in with both feet.
My group and I made up a story and coded the Go robots to go with the story. And we had such a great time doing that together.
Well, it's really great to see the kids excited when they're learning. One example is when the students made maps on butcher paper and they put their Ozobots on the maps, and the Ozobots followed their maps, and they were just yelling and excited, and it's great.
That special moment came at the end of the class when I realized that this was very doable. At the beginning of the class, I was like, oh my goodness, what is this? It sounded very scary, and then at the end, I had the epiphany of like, oh, this isn't that bad. This is something that I can do with short chunks. I can achieve this amazing programming in my library.
Probably when we made the shadow puppets, I loved doing that. We got to take a book, we did Creepy Carrots, and we used an overhead projector, and it was so much fun because we got to make all the little characters, and my group got really into it, like creating all the characters and what part we were gonna animate, and it was really exciting and a good way to both make things and also get a great idea for something I wanted to do later too.
Seeing one of our English language learners who struggles a lot in her classes have a goal for her project and bring it from beginning to end. And we even pulled out a Dremel saw, and she was able to like cut out shapes, independently with some assistance. And that was just, you could see like how confident she was growing in her work.
We studied linkages, and I suddenly realized that linkages are everywhere, and learned how things work, and then learned that I had the capacity to understand how engineers were putting things together and making things move, and it's like it just opened this entirely new world to me. I started looking around and I was like, oh my god, linkages are everywhere, this is so exciting. And then at first it was really difficult and scary and actually uninteresting to me because it was so foreign. But once I got my feet wet at EdExchange, and I did some experiments and some hands-on activities with students around linkages, then I just got super excited about it.